talk about Horror Nights, and I can give. Yep, we're live. Okay, I just got the notification.
Okay, good. Okay, so I didn't want to do this. Um, I don't understand what's going on with Disney right now. We'll get to that later on in the show. But they're really, really messing up. Um, Travis Coaster here. We're just doing a quick update because there's a lot of things that have happened this week. And I'm actually going to a tournament tonight for something, and we couldn't do the show tonight. So at first we were going to hold off on it for a week, but there's so much news it would be a 4-hour show. Um, and then I'm like, okay, then I'll just do it on Periscope. And I'm like, it's gonna be really busy in there, and then if something really happens, we really need to go live. So I'm like, you know what? Even if everything's rumored or whatever's happening doesn't happen, or if it happens, then I'll have it on the podcast. So the only person able to join right now is Will.
Hello.
And basically, we're going to just do rapid fire through everything and get this over with.
We're 2MB, just like Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal.
Oh my goodness. Stop. Okay, so first, this morning at around, I would say, actually 5 o'clock in the morning. What's the park? Crap. Sorry, my brain literally like just crashed for a second. At Six Flags Great America, they will be introducing Rage of the Gargoyles, as well as at Discovery Kingdom. It looks cool. I put up a video because I got something about it. It looks okay. It looks really like it looks really bad. With the whole what's it called?
VR.
Yeah, with the VR. The VR doesn't look too bad. Because yes, VR is in early stages of being rolled out onto roller coasters and all that stuff. It's just, I think it's too early for it. I think we need to work on it a little bit more and then bring it out because the animation in it is not good.
Oh, so it's going to be screen based.
No, you have you're on a roller coaster.
Oh,
and you put on the VR headset and you're like looking around and shooting gargoyles.
I don't like that concept.
That's what they've been doing on everything else.
I'm sorry, Six Flags. What is it? Great Adventure?
Great America and Discovery Kingdom are doing the same ones.
I'm sorry, you two Six Flags parks. That is not a great concept.
All right, well, the Demon roller coaster at Six Flags Great America will close probably tomorrow, I would think.
Wow.
And then it will reopen the 13th. All it says is will debut on the 13th of August. And there'll be a season pass and a Samsung phone owners exclusive preview on the 12th. And there'll be t-shirts at the gift shops and for other guests starting on the 11th. It's sounding like they're going to have that through Fright Fest. But at Discovery Kingdom, the park's floorless coaster Kong will be getting the VR treatment. It says Kong will close after August to make its virtual reality debut with modified restraints and enhanced track work. It's going to reopen September 24th, just in time for Discovery Kingdom Fright Fest. Actually, need to change something. What do you think about the VR?
I'm not a fan of it. VR, I mean, after my 2 bad experiences with VR, not VR, with my, I had 2 bad experiences with VR at Six Flags Over Georgia. Not that I got sick from it, it's just that my headsets were not working both times.
Yeah.
VR, I mean, honestly, a lot of people, I don't care if I get heat for it, and I'm sure I won't, but there are some people that might take offense to it because some people in this world are like 2-year-olds. VR is not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, and it's just like screens on rides. VR is gonna take over, and I mean, it's the way that theme parks are going nowadays. I mean, screens and virtual reality are the next big things in the world of theme parks. So, I mean, eh. So yeah, those are that's my thoughts on VR.
Okay. Next up, we have the announcement of Fright Fest attractions for Six Flags Magic Mountain. Their largest outdoor maze that they've ever built will be Aftermath 2 Chaos Rising, themed to a crazy post-apocalyptic themed city landscape. That will be cool. And the second one is a Suicide Squad themed scare zone taking place in the DC Universe section of the park. And there's going to be more roaming scare actors each night. And there's going to be 19 nights now. And those nights are September 17th and the 18th, the 24th and 25th, the 30th, October 1st, 2nd, 7th through the 9th, 14th through the 16th, 21st through the 23rd, and 28th through the 31st. Returning favorites from last year will be Territory Twisted, Red's Revenge, Vault 666, Willoughby's Garden of Darkness, Toys of Terrors 3D, Willoughby's Resurrected, and Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
That's funny.
Chupacabra.
There will also be several scare zones and a hypnotist show in the Golden Bear Theater, and Voodoo Nights musical show will be in the Full Throttle Plaza. So what do you think about Suicide Squad?
Honestly, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I do believe that this will be now. This Travis will be a full-fledged house, right?
It's a scare zone.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be. I'm gonna keep my eyes out on YouTube for video of the scare zone because I think that if this scare zone turned out to be a huge success, I do believe that other Six Flags parks will follow along. And but yeah, Suicide Squad scare zone. That's an interesting concept. I mean, I don't consider it a horror film, but I mean, you know, if you got Joker and you got Harley Quinn, I mean, they're both psychos. So yeah, that can be considered horror-esque if you want to call it that. But
yeah,
a really interesting scare zone. Can't wait to see how it turns out and what success it gets from it.
all right. Next up, we have Cedar Point news. They confirmed on Monday morning that Mean Streak, their wooden roller coaster, will be legit getting the axe, which I'm pretty sure means that it will be like either blown up, probably, or legit cut down with axes. I think that would be pretty cool. But it'll make way for, I guess, their 2017 attraction or 2018 attraction. 2017 would be my guess. what do you think about such an iconic coaster coming to its demise?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's heartbreaking for the fans of Mean Streak. I've never rode it. I never rode Mean Streak, but I did some research on it. It must seem like a real iconic coaster. So whatever attraction, it's just kind of like Jaws and Beetlejuice's Graveyard Review at Universal. I mean, people were sad that they were leaving, and look what replaced Jaws. I mean, that's popular, and what's coming soon that replaces Beetlejuice and Disaster. I mean, that's going to be a fan favorite.
God, I hope not. I hope it flops. I hope it flops so hard.
Don't I wouldn't say that. Um, But yeah, I mean, I bet it's real heartbreaking for the fans of Mean Streak, and whatever replaces Mean Streak, I'm sure it will be just as fun, I would say.
It's just there's not many wooden roller coasters left in the world. And it's sad to see another one go because the farther we get into our future means my first roller coaster will be probably no longer. Which will be sad, but progress, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's progress. It's like the carousel progress at Disney.
Which that's probably going too soon.
No.
Good news for Dollywood fans, kind of. Someone visited on Saturday, but noticed that Lightning Rod was still closed and wasn't even testing. But they're hearing that it reopened for guests on Thursday afternoon, but the website still says it's down. Hopefully we can get something soon saying, oh, it's going to be back open on this day, because just seeing a roller coaster not run the way it should is really sad. What do you think?
Well, don't have much thoughts about this. I went to Dollywood back in 2009, I would say. No, 2012, 2011, 2012. I had fun, but yeah, not many thoughts. I don't have that many thoughts on Dollywood. So,
all right. Told you these would be rapid fire. Hershey Park announced their new attraction for 2017, and it's not really what everyone thought it was going to be. They're calling it the Hershey's Triple Towers, and there's going to be 3 S&S style tower rides, each with different height and different theme. The shortest of the 3 towers will be the Kisses Tower, standing at 80 feet tall, and will hoist 12 riders at once. It's going to be a double shot tower experience, which means it'll like go up and then go down and then go up again and then go down and you'll be done. Next is the Reese's Tower, standing at 131 feet tall and will hold 16 riders. It was also announced that would be a double shot experience as well. And the biggest one out of all of them, the Hershey's Tower, will stand at 189 feet tall and will carry 20 riders. And it will feature the new round seating car from S&S. And it is a combo tower ride, which means it will be able to do a space shot and turbo drop modes, which I'm not a big drop tower fan. This isn't what everyone wanted, but something that everyone was looking forward to now is the fact that they announced that they will add a Chick-fil-A location somewhere in the park next year, which is good because Chick-fil-A is the best.
Yes, their sweet tea is awesome.
We don't know really why they picked Chick-fil-A, because besides the popular food there, like the really, really, really good chicken, even the theme park Chick-fil-A's are closed on Sundays. So
Oh wow, even like so the Chick-fil-A that's going inside will be closed on Sundays.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're like, what? What? We don't what?
Well, see, it's like with Six Flags Over Georgia. I was actually there when they first opened the Panda Express. I'm like, why would you put a Panda Express inside of a theme park?
Because Panda Express is the bomb.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I can understand because there's a Panda Express at Universal, and I'm like, okay, so I understood why they put a Panda Express right there inside of Six Flags Over Georgia. So I didn't have a problem with Six Flags, with Panda Express being in Six Flags Over Georgia, but a Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
I mean, would have been really odd as freak is if they put a McDonald's inside of there.
Yeah. All right. So next up we have news from Valley Fair. Their Enterprise flat ride will be leaving the park for good the weekend of the 21st, so SummerSlam weekend. It will be removed to make way for a new, not yet announced attraction. Only hints is going to be, or the only hint we have is the tweet that said 2016 is the last spin for the 38-year-old Enterprise as we prepare for new heights in 2017. Something tall is planned, but what it could be, we don't know. Maybe another flat ride, possibly. Most likely, yeah. Personally, I'm going to say this now, and no one's going to say anything of it. This isn't the only Enterprise that's closing this year, possibly. And that's all I can say about that. Moving on, because Valley Fair, no one really cares about it. What's this? Busch Gardens, Tampa, had one of its popular animals was euthanized by park officials. What was it? For Wednesday?
It was the freaking douchebag that should have been euthanized that threw the flamingo down.
Well then. Um so the no reason knowing why, but a 45-year-old man basically picked up Pinky the flamingo, a 19-year-old Chilean pink flamingo, hoisted the bird over his head and hurled it violently on the ground. No one knows why we had to why this had to happen. One of Pinky's legs was severely damaged. It was before they had no choice to euthanize Pinky. They almost made the choice to sever Pinky's leg, which, if you know what a flamingo looks like, that's pretty hard to walk as a flamingo with one leg. But he is in custody. He has a history of that kind of behavior, which makes me think, why isn't he in jail for a very long time? He's been charged for aggravated assault on animals back in 2013 and was released from prison in 2015 after 2 years stretch for aggravated assault and fleeing from officers as other most recent offenses. Wow. And his criminal history dates back 20 years. This dude needs to be locked up. He crazy. It's sad. It really is.
This is flat out ridiculous. I mean,
It really is.
what I was gonna say was, I mean, it's hard watching. I mean, Okay, here's what I was gonna say. This was at which Disney park?
Wasn't at Disney, it was at Busch Gardens.
Oh, Busch Gardens. I believe they serve alcohol at Busch Gardens.
Alcohol's not the issue. This was his second aggravated assault on animals charge. And he's had multiple aggravated assault charges before, and he has a criminal history dates back 20 years. Alcohol's not the issue.
Oh God.
It's the guy that's the issue.
Shouldn't have been. I mean, I don't know. I guess they're going to keep him in jail for a long time until, he learns his lesson. But once he gets out of jail, I don't think he'll learn his lesson. I think he'll do it again.
Probably will. Okay, so next up, we have an announcement from Knott's Berry Farm about their Halloween event, Not Scary Farm. Their Twisted Tooth Fairy has returned to Not Scary Farm this year. This was announced today, I guess. Was it today? No, Wednesday. Sorry. So they announced Wednesday that the Twisted Tooth Fairy returns. And at Midsummer Scream, they announced that the popular Paranormal Inc. maze will be returning in 2016. And there will be, you can get Fright Lane, Fright Lane with the skeleton key, which is basically access to do one each house every year. And they have escape rooms too. So you'll be able to do each room. And the houses are Visions, which is themed to the Paranormal Inc. storyline, and it's the investigation of the Green Witch, basically Wicked. Zozo, which is themed around a demon named Zozo, who who uses his influence in the world through Ouija boards. Krampus. Sorry, I'm sick. Slasher, avoid the next victim in the Angle Maker killer. Sorry. Prey is a dark maze that, in a very unreliable lantern, so it's basically Fear from 20. And that's about it. Wow, there's a lot of, not really. There's originals, but they're originals based off of actual things. Speaking of horror-themed things, we had an announcement for Horror Nights last night.
Yes.
Krampus has officially been confirmed as a Halloween Horror Nights maze for both Universal Hollywood and Universal Studios Florida, based on the Universal film, which was based on the European legend about an evil opposite of Santa Claus, described as a half-goat, half-demon-like creature who comes out for all the naughty children at Christmas time. Like Santa and his elves and helpers, the Krampus does not come alone either. He is aided by his own dark elves and evil gingerbread men, so you better watch out. You better not cry. Better be good, because Krampus is going to eat you alive. What do you think about Krampus?
I'm really excited. I love the movie. This has definitely got the scenes in it that will make this a Halloween Horror Nights house. When the movie came out, people said this is immediately on the list for a house at Halloween Horror Nights, and I just did a video before we went live about Krampus coming, and those are my initial thoughts. So check my Twitter out for the link to that video. I can't wait for this house, and can Halloween Horror Nights just get here already?
For my thinking of Krampus, I'm happy it's finally announced, because then people can shut up Um, I'm not a fan of the movie. I think, yes, it'll be a great property for Horror Nights, and we'll talk about this more tomorrow night on Owen's Horror Nights podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, this year is not going to be good, I don't think. The IPs are cool because you have you have Texas Chainsaw first, then you have Exorcist, then you have Walking Dead, then you have The Chance House, then you have Halloween and Krampus. That's 6 houses already announced. So we should be getting a full reveal next week or the week after, I believe. Hopefully, and then we will be able to talk about the locations for all those houses and all that stuff. Right now, the only thing we really know is that Krampus is where not American Werewolf was. That's where my house is gonna be. Krampus is in the Shrek Theater, where Asylum in Wonderland was last year. So yeah.
It's a really interesting location because before this and Halloween was announced, I figured Krampus would go inside of a soundstage because I could see Krampus inside of a soundstage. And when it was revealed that it was in Shrek, I was like, yeah,
Which
okay. Should have been a soundstage, but it, eh.
basically right now we have the only thing we have thinking with where all these houses are is the fake map from what was it, HHN Nightmares?
No, it was from, God almighty, what was that website? Um, oh God, I can see the name now, but I can't remember the name of it.
Well, I guess I'll put a link to the I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyway, it has Exorcist in the front where 25 years of Monsters and Mayhem was. I think that and the whatever the last possible IP house could be.
The Uber House.
The Uber house, wink wink, nudge nudge. My favorite house probably. I think they should switch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you should start off with probably the best house of the year in that front. And then move Exorcist somewhere else because no. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need another one in the front. But what do you think of the event so far with everything that's announced?
So far, with everything that's announced this year, this year is going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to some of the original content houses like Cobweb, Chance's House, the Requel, and holy crap, we only have 3 originals. Only rumored 3. Wow, that's shocking. With the rumored Uber House, whether it's IP or original, I mean, this year is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what the Uber House is, whether it's IP or original. I'm still thinking it's an original, but we shall see when Horror Nights gives us more information. And can you believe it? It's almost August 16th. That means we'll be a month away from opening night.
Yeah,
They need to reveal everything this month. They need to reveal everything this month so we can be ready for preview night, and then we can be ready. Then we can officially be ready for opening night. So I think this month will be the year we knock it all out of the ballpark and we get everything announced. Original scare zones, houses, or the rest of the houses, scare zones, and shows.
Yeah, probably. Next up, we have really just weird news that it happened this fast. But remember how it took like 8 months for Kong to open?
Yeah.
Yeah, it only took like 3 weeks after full soft or testing for Hulk to open.
See, I think the reason why it took so long for them to open Kong was because of it was trackless, and I don't want to say they had problems with the animatronic Kong, but if they did, I figured that's why it took so long for them to open it, the animatronic and the trackless ride vehicles.
Yeah. Um. I'm just happy Hulk's open again.
Yes, I cannot wait to ride it. I can't wait to see the queue. The queue looks awesome from seeing the pictures.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, you want to be surprised?
Yeah. I'm not going to be going for another year and a half, but oh well. And then news out of Universal Studios Japan. They announced the first details for Universal Cool Japan 2017. And I really don't know what Universal Cool Japan is.
I was about to ask you, what is that?
That's what doing it live means. Universal Cool. What in the world?
What is it?
Oh, it's just a bunch of themed attractions inside a showcase. God, that's a weird picture. Oh, it's the thing that had Attack on Titan last year. Okay, so there's rumor that there's a Pikachu outbreak that year or this year. Oh, no.
Pikachu outbreak.
Yes, it says Pikachu outbreak 2016.
Goodness gracious.
Oh gosh.
I love Universal, but I'm gonna laugh at Universal Japan.
But they announced that Godzilla will be one of the 40 shows, I guess. Godzilla the Real 4D, a new custom 4D confrontation with an 118.5 meter tall use inches, or the non-metric system. Come on. 118.5 meter tall king of monsters himself, starting January 13th of 2017. Yeah, sure. Godzilla, yeah, that screams Japan.
It's Godzilla.
Now we get on to Disneyland, or Disney in general, which I didn't want to talk about them because of reasons I'll get to at the end of the podcast. But 4 quick things to note. Big changes are happening at Disneyland this year. Paint the Night will come to an end September 5th, along with Disneyland Forever fireworks. However, Disneyland will bring back Fantasy in the Sky every Friday through Sunday night, starting September 9th through early November, which will be replaced by the Christmas fireworks show. No one knows if Paint the Night's just going somewhere else or just not happening anymore. We don't know. California Adventure announced that World of Color will be retired, and the current version of it will be retired, and the original format will be returning September 6th, which is good. Regular World of Color is way better than the crap World of Color that they have now. Typhoon Lagoon is getting a new slide called Misfortune Falls. It's going to be a 2-minute water ride. It's going to be the longest attraction at any of the Walt Disney theme parks or Walt Disney water parks. And it's going to be around where Crush and Gusher is. So that's cool. And there's rumor from Magic Kingdom coming out saying that ever since Disneyland confirmed that they will be retiring Paint the Night. Sorry, I'm exhausted. Paint the Night this fall. There's been people wondering for the 45th anniversary of the park, which starts October 1st. will Magic Kingdom be getting Paint the Night? I would love that because Paint the Night's a super cool show. Hopefully we can get Paint the Night there. That would be super cool. You there, Will?
Yeah, sorry. I was looking at something. Okay, I've seen a lot of videos of Paint the Night. It looks like a really good show. Um, so yeah, whatever Disney does, I mean, okay. So yeah.
All right, well, let's get on to basically the breaking news of tonight or today. About I would say about an hour ago, I was checking Twitter because I was watching Grimm's Toy Show on YouTube. If you don't know Grimm, check him out if you like wrestling. I was watching Grimm's Toy Show and like I just had the reason to check my phone. So I just checked my phone real quick on Twitter because I was bored. And I saw a lot. Oh my goodness. All this breaking news is making me tired. There was rumors going around, big rumors, so take this with a grain of salt. This might not be true. If it's not true, I will be super, super happy. But if it is true, might never go to a Disney park again. There's been rumors that multiple Imagineers were let go from Walt Disney Imagineering. Walt Disney Imagineering, there's rumors that Walt Disney Imagineering has laid off 200 Imagineers during this week's division-wide reorganization. With the completion of Shanghai Disneyland, the park's design phase, or all the park's design phases for upcoming projects such as Star Wars themed lands, Disney parks and resorts have no need for many Imagineers to fill out the limited list of projects. Apparently, some higher level layoffs were voluntary, but some bigger names in the WDI repertoire may be exiting when the dust settles. Among the names rumored for exit are Tom Fitzgerald and Joe Rohde, who are the two probably biggest names in Imagineering or in creative development for any amusement park like ever. Rohde was instrumental in the creation of Animal Kingdom, the Aulani Resort in Hawaii, and the upcoming Pandora World of Avatar at Animal Kingdom. Joe Rohde was recently put in charge of Marvel projects and is heading up Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, Disney's California Adventure. Other notable work that Joe Rohde's done is Captain EO, Epcot's Mexico Pavilion, Maelstrom, Disney World's new Fantasyland. Sorry, the Adventurers Club and Expedition Everest, only to name a few. His exit with the company will not be immediate, as he will complete the Avatar project before his earlier than expected retirement. These are rumors. They are no way confirmed at the moment. Probably until Disney puts something out or Joe Rohde puts something out himself. But I'm baffled. I really am. And I'm trying to look on Twitter right now and see if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else about Rohde. So, what do you think about the possible laying off of almost 200 Imagineers?
It's crazy. I mean, I'm afraid that with the new Imagineers they're gonna bring in, Disney's gonna bring in, they're gonna be like, okay, let's get rid of this and put something new in here, or let's get rid of that and let's put something new in that. I'm really afraid that they're going to end up doing this. If the new Imagineers, whoever they are, if they do that, like, let's say, for example, they will never get rid of this because me and Travis talked about it before we went live. They won't get rid of Great Movie Ride because it's an iconic ride of the theme park. If if the new Imagineers end up getting rid of Great Movie Ride or Tower of Terror or any other ride, I might as well stop going to Disney because they're pretty much taking away attractions that I grew up with riding and replacing it with new attractions that kids nowadays will ride. And that's what I don't. I know the word progress gets thrown around a lot, but I don't like the progress that Disney's making with getting rid of their Imagineers that have brought us so many great attractions over the years and bringing in new Imagineers.
I'm just in shock. I would never think personally. Whenever I first saw Joe Rohde on a Disney planning DVD, I was like, wow, this dude's got literally the awesomest earlobes. Like legit, they gotta be like Thor earlobes to hold up all of those earrings.
Oh my god!
But anyway, I always thought that Joe Rohde would stay with Disney until his unfortunate passing one day. Hopefully not one day soon, but I think he would live his life with the company. That's what I always thought. I never thought he would retire or be let go or anything. This basically shows that Shanghai Disneyland has failed, if this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai Disneyland was supposed to bring in a lot more revenue than everyone thought it was going to. Yes, it's making money, but because it's in China, there's a lot of issues getting that money here because I guess they have to keep fixing rides over there because they weren't ready. So they have to use that money on the refurbishments of the rides. Like I heard Tron was down for an entire week. Soarin' was down for a couple days. I heard they had to fix like one of the rides or something. And then there's talks about a phase 2 and a 3. Like whenever you finish phase 1 and it's perfect, that's when you can go to phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense.
I just don't know with Disney anymore.
And a final piece of news, which isn't really news, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. There was a group of vloggers that were periscoping Disney Animal Kingdom's nighttime show. I think it was The Tree or whatever. And security came up, told them they can't record, and they said that there is a rule on the website, on Disney's website, that says there's no photography, recording, or videoing at parks for commercial use. I'm like, what? That doesn't sound right. Everyone vlogs, everyone does Snapchat, everyone periscopes from the parks. Makes no sense. There's even a website called streamingdisney.com. They literally periscope from Disney World every single day.
And also, don't forget, people now Insta Snap is what they call it now.
Oh, we're not talking about an Insta Snap. That's stupid. But it just doesn't make sense to me. One, why you would even have that rule. I understand the commercial purposes because of movies that were shot guerrilla style. But like, if you can go up to someone and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" and they'll say, "We're just recording a vlog." Then they would be like, "Okay, can we see your footage?" And you'd be like, "Yeah." And they would just watch the footage and say, "Oh, so they're actually recording a vlog. They're not like recording a movie or something like that." And then just send them on their merry way. Or if someone's like, well, this probably wouldn't work, but I'm like, they can go to guest services and say, "Hey, I'm recording something. Can you give me a wristband to show like that I'm not recording something that I'm not supposed to?"
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to go much into this part of it. But we all know that there's people out there that are getting paid from Disney doing this. And I don't think it's right. There's a lot of people that vlog Disney and now can't monetize their videos because of that reason, because they can't make money off of Disney. And I understand that Disney's a big property and they want to make money themselves. But I just don't get it. I looked on Kings Island's website, I looked on Cedar Point's website, I looked on Cedar Fair's website, so the entire Cedar Fair company. I looked on the entire Six Flags company's website. That was a lot of digging. Wow, their website's terrible. I looked on Kentucky Kingdom's website. I looked on Universal's website, SeaWorld, and Busch Gardens. No other park with Disney says personal use. It doesn't say personal use only, and it doesn't say commercial use. It says that you are allowed to, but not on rides. That's it. Doesn't say, "Oh, you can't record for commercial use," or back in the day, it used to say for personal use only. But then people would say, "Oh, this is for personal use," and then it would be a movie. It just doesn't. I just don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. I mean, but it's Disney.
Yeah, that's Disney. So I'm pretty sure that that's our show for today. I'm sorry that one, it was so short, and two, we didn't like we didn't have full blown discussions on things. It was just me and Will today because everyone else, well, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Andy's probably at school. Owen's, I think, at work, and yeah, so that's only me and Will now. So I'm sorry that it was a really short show. I'll probably try and if there's any updates through this WDI Joe Rody layoff possible thing happening. There might be a video tomorrow explaining exactly what happened. But I'm just baffled that Disney's doing something wrong. I talk so highly about Disney and they're just messing up, and I don't like it. Is there any final words you want to say? Well,
Not on any theme parks, but yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HHNDog, DAWG. Find my YouTube channel at HHNDog for great content like Halloween Horror Nights. Just put up a video about 30 minutes ago. Check that out. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more great content coming soon. Travis, like I said earlier, we are the two-man band. And
would that make me Jinder Mahal?
yes.
That's funny.
But yeah, I had fun, even though it was just me and Travis. I had fun though.
Yeah, it was fun. But that being said, I'm going to go prepare for this tournament I'm going to be in tonight. Thank you all for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at Travis Coaster and Periscope at Travis Coaster. I might Periscope a little bit tonight. I don't know. Don't know what their rules are. I'll have to ask because I might need to update on that WDI thing. Hopefully sometime this weekend or next week you can go onto Owen's channel and find my review or my sip and snack because he has no way of getting it. The sip and snack on the new WWE cereal
Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. I love doing that so much.
I'll let you all know this right now. If you are WWE fans or wrestling fans or just want something really, really cool, get you some Bootios.
Yes.
It's probably the least sugariest cereal on the market right now. It only has 10 grams of sugar. And the lowest before that's about 32. So, Bootios, they make sure you're not booty. And yes, whenever I added milk, I kind of did feel the power. I smelt it a little bit too.
Oh my god.
Thank you all for watching. That will probably be explained next week on the podcast.
Oh my god.
But thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next week. I'm pretty sure Will's going to make some Christmas reference.
Merry Christmas!
Oh my goodness.